Hi guys, you are welcome once more to my kitchen. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to prepare the Cameroonian one-pot dish called the potato hot pot. It is made of potatoes mixed with chicken and some green veggies, and it is so delicious. I'll use chicken for my hot pot, but you can use meat, beef, turkey, or fish. You also need some bell pepper. The bell pepper, you have green. I just mix the bell pepper, but you can just use green bell pepper. That's fine. Then I have my onion. I'll be using half a bulb of onion. I have my green beans already sliced. I have my tomatoes. These tomatoes, I will have to blend them, slightly blend them before I cook. Then I have my carrot, which I still have to cut them out. Cut my carrots out. Then I have my green spices with some leeks, some ginger, and some garlics. So this is what I'll blend and then put some in my chicken when I'm boiling, and then I use the rest to cook the hot pot. So I'll just set it aside and I go ahead to cut my spices. Here are the potatoes that you'll be using for the hot pot. So the potatoes are the big potatoes, but if smaller potatoes are always preferable because they are dry. But if you lay your hands on the big potatoes, what you do is you first boil it with some salt so that it can drain out the water in the potatoes. So when I'm boiling the potatoes, I'll first put salt for about 3 minutes so that the salt can drain out some of the water. And then next, peel your potatoes. And when you finish peeling, you can just divide it in half. That's how I like mine. So if you don't like it this way, you can still cook it whole. That's fine. Then after I cut it in half, I'll just wash it, then put it on fire. I finish peeling the potatoes. When you finish peeling the potatoes, you wash it. Then, like I told you, since they are big potatoes, I'll just add in a little bit of salt. This salt will help to drain out extra water from the potatoes. But you must not do this, guys. I'm doing this because I know these potatoes are watery, and if I don't add the salt when I cook it, it will not really be dry the way I want it. So I'll just put in a little bit of salt. I put it on the fire for some minutes, like 5 minutes. Then I add in a little bit of water too to boil it. So I'll just go ahead and put the potatoes on the fire. So what I do is I can shake it a little bit so that the salt mix well before I put it on the fire. Then I cover the pot for like 5 minutes, and I'll be adding in some water. So the potatoes has been boiling for 5 minutes. You can see the water that it produced, a lot of water. So I'll just add in a little bit more water and allow the potatoes to cook. So what you do is you just half cook the potatoes. Don't allow it to be too soft because it can scatter. So when it's ready, you take it out and then you transfer it out in the baking pan, because I'll have to bake it for like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Before I fry it in the baking pan, I'll just spray it a little bit, just in case maybe it gets dry. It should not stick on the pan. So I transfer the potatoes in the baking pan. Then I'll bake the potatoes before I mix it with the other spices. While the potatoes is in the oven, go ahead and prepare the other ingredients. And I chop getting your chicken, put it on the fire, and then you add in a little bit of the blended spices, and then you keep the rest of the spices that you will use when cooking the hot pot. You see there, you add in more spices. I just added some brown sake, some all-purpose seasoning. Take note, guys, for the spices, if you don't have the spices that I'm using right here, you can add your regular spices that you have in the kitchen. That's fine. Spices are all ready. I just removed the potatoes from the oven, so this is how it looks like. The next thing you do is put the pot on the fire, and then you add in some cooking oil, about a cup or so, and then allow the oil to heat up. And then you add in your onion. Fry your onion with your spring onion until it is soft and translucent. And then go ahead and add your green blended spices. Stir well to fry with the onion. This will really give a difference, guys. It will give more flavor and taste to your hot pot when you prepare it. The onion and the spices are well fried already, like you see in the pot. Oh my goodness, just the aroma in the kitchen right now is something else. Next, add in your tomatoes. Cover the pot and then you cook it. 15 minutes later, check the pot, guys, and from the look of things, the tomatoes is well cooked and the water is dry. It is ready. So go ahead and you add the rest of the green spices. You add your green beans. Next, you add your carrot, and then you add your green, red, and yellow bell pepper if you have it. So this stage is just a stage that you add all your green spices and then stir them a little bit. Don't allow it to be too soft. You stir a little bit, and then you add the chicken. The chicken is already baked. I put the chicken in the oven, so if you want to fry yours, you can see fry, that's fine. So you add your chicken, you stir well, and then you can go ahead and add more seasoning if you want. Like me, I like spicy food, so I'm going to add like some more spices, like the curry powder. I'll be adding like a teaspoon of curry powder. And that's it. You can go ahead now and add the potatoes. Remember, the potatoes, we slightly bake them in the oven for 10 minutes so that they will not scatter, and it will not, our hot pot will not also be mushy. So add your potatoes and then you stir to thoroughly combine. If you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. You can go ahead and cover the pot for like 3 minutes. And then the last thing that you'll be adding is your bell pepper. Go ahead and add your bell pepper. Stir well. And make sure that you don't allow it on the fire for a long time, because if you do, trust me, your bell pepper is going to be too soft and you will not like that. So you just estimate like 2 to 3 minutes when you put the bell pepper in and stir the pot. You cover the pot for a few minutes and that's it. Your hot pot is ready. Go ahead and enjoy. You can put off the fire. Just allow it to settle for like 2 minutes and then enjoy. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For sharing is caring. See you next time. Bye.